Hello, hello! Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, remember to hit that subscribe button. And guys, I have a very special episode for you today. This is my first time to do something like this. I am guesting my very close friend, celebrity makeup artist, Mr. Owen Sarmiento.
Thank you! Welcome to me!
Welcome to me. Okay, so I'm looking so glam today because he did my makeup. I'm attending a wedding, and every time I go somewhere special, like really special, and I'm in Manila, I ask him to do my makeup for me because he makes me transform like Cinderella.
Let's not forget that these instances are all were all forced.
Yes, they're forced upon him. No
Just kidding.
Choice. But anyway, so today he's going to be doing my makeup, and I wanted to take this opportunity to let him give you, my precious subscribers, some really helpful pro tips. So
hopefully,
like, professional tips. These are tips that are really like for a little bit advanced, but like if you're really into makeup, you're really going to appreciate the tips that he's going to give you, and he's going to show you like how we did this whole look right now on my face.
So I hope you guys enjoy and learn, and of course if you have questions, Erica will answer all of them.
Yes, you can follow him on Instagram. I'm gonna leave his handle right here. You can see like all of the work that he's done. He's worked on many Filipino local celebrities. We'll tell you about that a bit later as well, but you can also scroll through his work. You'll see like what an amazing makeup artist he is. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Girls, we run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother.
Okay, so I've already done my skincare, and I used just my usual stuff. For today, I used my Super Goop moisturizer, the one with the SPF 40, because I'm gonna need protection from the sun the whole day.
Very good, Erica. You did your job well.
Okay, so now I'm surrendering my face to Owen, and he's going to do my makeup, and let's begin.
Alright. So usually after skincare, I like prepping the skin. Most of the times, if not all the time, kasi I'm not a believer of primers, pero sometimes I do. Depends sa skin, pero kasi I have nice skin. So for today, I'm not going to use any primer kasi feeling ko magaling siya sa skincare. Ever since, she's been very good with skincare.
Actually, you know, my subscribers always ask me kung kailangan ba mag-primer. So yun nga lagi, oh wait, sorry. So yun nga, that's what I always answer, that you know, if you have flawless skin already, you don't really need to use primer, but if you have things to correct, then you use primer. Okay.
At saka if it's gonna help your foundation to last longer, to have that really nice finish after putting the foundation, okay lang to use that primer. But if you think you get the same results without the primer, kasi depende talaga sa skin, then you can skip it.
True.
Okay? So, now we will use a primer. No, I'm not gonna use a primer. But I always like that parang glow from within look. So, I'm going to use my favorite. Should I mention?
Yes,
Not
what
really.
it is.
It's the Flawless Filter of Charlotte Tilbury.
If you have been watching my videos avidly, you know that I like to use Charlotte Tilbury's finishing powder, right? I have this one, and actually it was Owen that introduced me to Charlotte Tilbury, especially like this powder.
Really?
Well, yeah. I mean, like I tried it for the first time when he did my makeup before, and then I never looked back, and I've always been getting this powder. And then when he does my makeup, usually he'll use the liquid foundation as well.
Anyway, so this is a flawless filter. I use it like, it's not really a primer. Sometimes they call it parang like a tinted moisturizer with pearlized pigment, so it has a glowing finish. But okay, I like using it under, and sometimes even after, on top of the foundation, para kung gusto ko pa extra dimension.
Pro tip.
So for today, I'm gonna use it lang on top of her skin before the foundation. Ang ganda ng brush ka.
Yama, what's that brush?
Well, this is the Oval 8 of Artist brush. Ipo-promote ba natin yung Sephora?
Okay, so like you've never seen me use a brush like this before, guys, but you see it looks very interesting, and oh my gosh, it feels so
nice, no?
good.
Actually, yung iba, they like using it, they apply their moisturizer, ganyan yung skincare.
Pwede. It feels really,
I'm not sure if you can
good.
see, but immediately, makikita mo because of that flawless filter.
See the mirror? We have a mirror here, so.
Diba?
Yes.
May glow na. So basically, anything that has pearlized pigment, so it gives you that glowing finish, meron din siyang automatically it blurs out kasi imperfections because it makes the way they see your skin. So parang mas naging smooth yung appearance ng skin, ganyan. So
it feels so good. Okay, so like the foundation, it feels really light on my skin. Honestly, it feels like a moisturizer. It doesn't even feel like makeup.
which one?
This foundation.
Yeah. It's very
like
thin.
I feel na it's hydrating my skin.
Now, if you don't, actually, again, it's not really a foundation. Para so we make it clear, it's not a foundation, pero parang it's like a skin booster. It's a complexion booster. So if you don't want to wear any foundation, you want to have a glowing finish, you can just use this and then maybe apply a little bit of concealer where you need and then a little bit of powder on top and then it's good na.
The shade that he's using on me is medium.
Yeah. Madaldal kami pareho because we used to be
Trainers
for the same brand. Alam niyo ba yun? She was my trainer that time when I came into the brand.
You may kwento like how we first met. Do you remember our very first encounter?
Yes, and I really remember how it happened. Pero should we mention
I
the
also
brand?
really remember. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, we used to work for MAC Cosmetics back in 2007. Basically,
Yung pang petsa.
kasi ganun katagal. Back in 2007, basically I found out there was a position available to be a makeup artist. So, because a friend of mine used to work for MAC and she was there already. And then, she mentioned that I could apply for the position. So I did. Pero she offered me the position of the counter manager. Di ba remember?
Yes.
Parang it was open. And then sabi ko, and then I said, okay, I'll apply for the position. And then everything was set na, the time and date for my interview with the head of ELC that time, with
Yeah.
Miss Mel Lerma. Siya talaga. Tapos, kasi I went to Zambales for an out-of-town trip. Maybe you don't remember. And then, we got stranded.
Oh, parang I vaguely remember.
Parang I did not, well, basically our car broke down and then parang I wasn't able to get out of the province, of the city, to go back to Manila for the interview. So I texted you, sabi ko, sorry, I missed the interview.
Yeah.
I guess I missed the opportunity.
Yeah.
And then the following day, you texted me, there's this position as a retail artist. Would you like to apply for it? It was for Mario Malfiono of Mall of Asia. So I said yes. Sabi ko, maybe it's really for me.
I don't remember these details.
Well, but of course, it all
But you see,
started
just
my
I gave
career.
you a second chance. That means I really liked you.
So you've been telling me you helped me a lot para to build my career. So okay. That's why I remember everything.
Me, I just remember your interview when I interviewed you. So it was at the MAC counter at
Shangri-La.
Shangri-La Plaza
Yeah,
in
Shangri-La.
Cyrus. And I just remember like we were sitting down and then your voice was so loud.
No, my voice is really projected kasi I don't know, maybe because I was a
Pero you answered, he was a singer.
Just
I'm
like
going to
she is.
insert like a throwback picture of his boy band.
Oh my God, okay.
Yes, I will insert. But anyway, yun, medyo malakas yung voice niya at that time. But like his answers were all good and he spoke really good English. So I was like kind of impressed.
I try. Up until now, I try. Kasi I don't use them as English all the time.
Yeah.
Only when they talk to you.
And because like syempre like the customers of Mac that time they were all a bit high end. Now kasi like I mean a lot of people buy Mac, but at that time like high end considered Mac, like it was considered like a really high end brand, not like a mass brand, like of the mass brand that it is now. So of course I was looking for someone with like, you know, presentation skills, someone who can talk to like elite customers. So he seemed that way. So yun, he got the job even after like not turning up for his final interview. I still gave him a second chance.
Yeah, thank you.
Kasi ituloy mo na yung makeup.
Okay, anyway, so madaldal kami, I'm telling you. We talk too much. Tumatama.
No, kasi
na.
eventually
hindi
I
naman
was a trainer at that time. I was the resident trainer of MAC Cosmetics in the Philippines. And when I left, I went to work for MAC in Singapore. Owen became the trainer, okay, for the Philippines. So we both have the training background. That's why we're very talkative and also comfortable in front of the camera.
Parang we could go on and on. Once we start, it never stops.
Yes.
Ako, that's my problem. Anyway, so I'm just making, kasi I'm using the Magic Foundation of Charlotte Tilbury again. Kasi it's an event that she's going to. So I just want more coverage and it's matte. So I just want that lasting, what do you call that, characteristic of the foundation. You want your makeup, you want your makeup to last longer kasi nga medyo matagal yung event. So I'm just gonna mix two shades. I don't buy all the shades, otherwise I'll be so poor. So as a makeup artist, most makeup artists do this.
Yeah, like they'll buy a dark shade, then they'll
Yeah.
buy a light shade, and then they'll just mix it to get the correct shade. Well, since I'm not a makeup artist, I'm a
You are a makeup artist.
on my face. Of my own face. So I don't buy foundations obviously in different shades. I just buy it in one shade, in my shade. And you know guys that Owen has been doing my makeup like forever. Of course, since I moved to Singapore and he became like this big celebrity makeup artist. Syempre hindi na, right? But like when he was starting out, I was his muse. When he was like, I mean when we were both working for MAC, like feel ko magpa-makeup sa kanya.
Di ba remember you would go all the way to Mall of Asia?
Yeah, just like, and hello, I don't live near Mall of Asia. So like
No, I remember you were already working in Singapore that time. Pero whenever you're in the Philippines and you would go out, it would still go to me. I remember that.
Because like feeling ko he can transform me into like Georgina Wilson, ganyan.
It's very easy naman to put makeup on you because you're pretty.
Oh,
Well, at least you used to.
thanks, ha?
So ano ba, chika? So ayun na nga. So I became a retail artist for Marino.
Yeah.
Erica was my trainer.
But you were promoted rin to the manager, right? To the
Pero
store
siguro
manager.
more than a year after because the counter manager that time, Angel, became pregnant, so she had to leave.
Hi, Angel.
So I had to assume the position.
Yes. But you know, like I must say that I'm really a good judge of character.
Oh my God. that time, to be honest, if I'm not sure if you, of course, you don't know all the other artists who were hired by you, but at least during our time, we were all magagaling and
Because nga, I'm a good judge of character. Talent ko yan.
Promise,
I hire
oo.
good people. Okay, so like, you see, it's very hard to talk on this pressing my face, but my skin is so much more flawless now, but you can see the glow.
yeah, just make sure parang you only put the right amount. The reason why your concealer, even your foundation is cakey, because there's a lot of product. It's the only reason. Kasi maybe sometimes the formula also, if you're dry, you don't want to use something that will dry more, your skin. But even that, you can work it out. Maybe just use a more hydrating moisturizer, a more emollient moisturizer, and then a hydrating primer. Then you can solve that issue instead of just throwing your product. But it's really about putting the right amount.
So going back to our MAC days, because back then we were still like young, wild and free. Not exactly free, but free, feeling free.
You were single at the time.
Not really, feeling single only.
I'm sorry.
But hindi, medyo magulo. But yeah, we experienced a lot of things together, and then we also formed like lifelong friendships. I mean, not just between the two of us, but we also like formed lifelong friendships with a couple of other people, and like really big, important life changing things happened like during that time.
Yeah, if you're watching Zeldy and
Like for example, like one of our friends like Kang and myself, we got pregnant at the same time.
Talaga ba?
Together, yeah, almost. It's like, but like, and that was at the time when both of us were like sort of going out or meeting new guys. Anyway, it's magulo. But at that time also, that's the time that Owen met his partner.
Yeah, I remember. Di ba we had dinner pa sa condo mo?
Really?
Yeah, it was around Christmas time. So after our foundation, of course, your concealer. I'm using my favorite concealer, Shape Tape.
Oh god, that's my favorite as well. And all of my subscribers know that. I don't use anything else.
It's really nice. Kasi syempre, ako, I do watch a lot of reviews. I do that. Kasi syempre, before I buy products, because I always buy products, but it helps me to watch reviews, read, and watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
Nung una, the first time I heard about this, and then they were raving about it, parang syempre, ako parang, how would I really know? But since I got it, I've been using it. So I've been really using it for many years already.
Yep.
Maganda talaga siya. And then, yeah, it has coverage, to be honest, and
it doesn't, me kasi I like it so much because it doesn't cake under my eyes. It has really good coverage, and then it doesn't cake, because every other concealer normally will cake under my eyes.
So that I concentrate on the center of the face, just to bring that light towards the center.
So like for those of you who love makeup, who are maybe interested in a career in the makeup industry, working at for a makeup brand like at a counter gives you really the world of experience. And I mean, it's a stepping stone if you want to do like freelance makeup eventually. You really learn a lot there. You learn about like different kinds of skin types.
Yes.
Because you work with so many people, and it's a fun place to work.
I always said that, especially when I was starting in the industry, because I started doing shoots back in 2010. So parang that time kasi parang slowly parang they getting to know me. So they would parang mga konting interview, mga konting features, and then like what advice could you give for those who are aspiring to be makeup artists? And then that's one of my lists. That's the first on my list. Sasabihin ko sa kanila, if you could get a chance to work in a counter, the makeup counter, grab that opportunity because it will really help you. I remember when I applied for MAC, I did not know that the foundation brush would look like that. Yung paddle brush, I use it for powder.
What?
Because I didn't know. Kasi syempre that time I was just using whatever I had.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot that time when I was beginning.
Yeah, and it's also like if you work for a makeup brand, there's a lot of free training. So like you are really trained, and so much practice. You really learn a lot, and and you don't pay for that education. In fact, you're the one that's getting paid because you're working for them.
Ayun, actually magsasawa sa training. Maybe not only for MAC, but at least during that time when I was in MAC, we would always have trainings. And then pinagbintangan pa niya ako dati, nagkinugulo ko yung training. I remember that during basic
Oh my god,
school.
you cannot forget that. Like, you will always bring that up.
Because I actually thought you didn't like me because of that. She told me, what are you doing with the kids? I mean, I've been arranging the products, and then what are you doing? Sabi ko, I've actually been arranging the products.
No, because like I had like several makeup kits. Mabibigat yun, and they were big, and they were filled with products, and like, so I'd bring them right every time there's training. It's like 7 big makeup kits. And then in the middle of the training, or when the training's done, they'd be so like messy, and I get so annoyed. And I don't know why I accused you.
But after that, we became closer na.
Yes. After that short moment of accusation.
So I'm just going to set my concealer with an invisible powder. It's actually, MAC din to ha. I've been
The
using
powder?
this. It's called the Invisible Powder. It's a loose powder of
Oh.
MAC. I've been
I
using it for many
tried
years.
that.
So again, you don't want to add more product, but you
Yeah.
want to set it. So you want to use a very light powder.
Yeah. And my followers, my subscribers know that as well, that I really like to use like translucent powders, light powders to set my foundation, because like when you use a thicker powder to set your liquid foundation, the tendency is that it will cake.
Galing. Trainer talaga. But anyway, so if you notice, I only put it where I put the concealer. That's just where I want to set. Most foundations, they actually self-set. That I have observed. Kasi it's okay if you want to set your whole face after putting your foundation with the powder. That's fine. But ako kasi I wanna be light on the powder after the foundation. Sometimes nga kasi parang it bothers the product. It moves.
Oh, totoo yun, yeah.
Or because you added more product, then that's the reason why it cracks. So I just wanna be light on the powder. I'm going to use a very light powder. It's called I forgot that. It's the Candle Glow. I'm not sure if Laura Mercier still has
Still
this.
has it. They probably do. So it's a Laura Mercier. Can we show?
Yeah, kasi it has that subtle glowing finish. So I'm gonna use it with my mayaman kasi yung basta.
I mean, of course, like he's a professional makeup artist and he's a celebrity makeup artist, so all of his stuff is like top notch. He doesn't use cheap makeup.
I just bought this kasi they're so expensive, the Pat McGrath products.
Yeah.
Yes. So again, nakita nyo naman, it's big and fluffy. So again, when you have that brush, if it's fluffy and big, diba, the lesser product you actually apply or deposit. So ganun lang ginawa ko all over. And again, because of the finish, I'm bringing back the natural sheen of the skin, even if you put the foundation and the concealer. So basically, that's my base. That's what I do. So since event naman to, we want to create a more sculpted look. So let's continue on with our contour.
Yes. So my subscribers know that I really love
Do you?
contouring my face. It's
Insert
my
mo yung-
favorite step of the makeup process.
So I'm using right now, I love this product. I used to use the Kryolan sticks for my contour, but I still love it, pero sometimes it's medyo thick siya depending on kanino ko siya ginagamit.
So we're using Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palettes.
Yeah. So I'm just going to use the middle shade. Start tayo sa nose. She has very small nose. Okay na yun, pero gusto ko lang yung consistency of the color. So I'm just going to slightly contour sa sides ng nose ni Erica. It's cream, pero again,
Does it finish like powder?
yes, pero you can still set it. Pero nag-set na ako, di ba? Pero I still use this. So somehow, the powder on top of the skin that I used kanina, and then the cream on top of that, somehow they marry. So you don't have to set ng set, even if it's cream. Saka light naman yung powder natin, so you can still put cream on top of that. It's hard kasi if you bake the entire face with powder and then you put cream, then medyo mahirap na siyang i-infuse. So don't do that.
So guys, you know what our favorite pastime used to be? Because we used to, when we were younger, we used to go out a lot. Like, you know, at night, we used to party at night. Of course, not anymore because we're old and tired all of the time.
Super.
But when we still had a lot of energy, we'd always used to go out like on weekends, sa gabi, ganyan, and we would love to go karaoke.
She loves to sing kasi.
And
she's
you
a good
remember,
singer.
boy band.
You know,
Insert ulit yun.
Okay lang sa akin. Ako, I am not ashamed of that experience. I have grown to be the person that I am because of that. But I hardly sing na, actually. I do.
Me too. Hindi na.
So right now, I'm contouring with the same product with my synthetic brush. Kasi syempre, if you want to really manipulate the product, it's malala, especially mga cream-based products. So maganda synthetic. Tama ba? So just lightly contouring on the hollows of the cheeks, and then of course yung famous jawline area.
Yes, which I love to contour.
But what I like also about this is that you add warmth to the skin, so there's more balance sa color. It's not just one flat color.
Yeah. Yeah, so even if, that's why I say, like, even if you have a small face and you don't really need to, like, contour your face, it's still good to contour a bit. So that, yeah, there's more, like, color, there's more warmth to the face, tapos you make your face, like, three-dimensional.
Yeah. Diba? Ang daldal talaga natin.
Daming nasasabi.
A special shout out to our regional manager who actually is a Singaporean. Because
I don't know if he's going to watch this. But hi, Kevin!
No, because I'm going to post this naman sa FB ko, so he'll see, hi Kevin Verghese, our boss, at least that time.
Yeah.
Also our friend, hello there.
Our talkativeness, we got it from you. Okay, so we're done with my complexion.
Yes. For now, kasi we'll go back later and explain why.
Okay.
Anyway, so we'll proceed to the eyes. It's with the eyeshadow. I've still been using this.
Oh my gosh, that is so old.
It's really my favorite. Sorry, kinakamay ko na siya.
But is it still being sold?
Yeah, and I still love it kasi it really holds my
What's it
eyeshadows
called?
well.
Paint
pot. What eye primer do you use?
I don't use an eye primer at all. So this is like from MAC. It's a paint pot. So you can actually use it as you can use it as an eyeshadow, I guess,
Yeah.
right? But Owen uses it as a primer. And I mean, when I was working with MAC, I used to love this product a lot.
Kasi nga, it's waterproof kasi
Yeah.
it stays all day. Tapos pinapromote ko talaga. It's available in different shades. So I will only use the light ones.
Yeah.
Para mga foundation colors as my eyeshadow primer. But after that, I usually... By the way, my assistant is here. Nakikita yung mga kanya. This is the way...
We have someone here standing, but he's shy. So,
This is how we usually do it. He would hold my palette. Para kasi, di ba, easier and faster.
like when you're doing makeup for real life, you'll hold the palette talaga for you.
Yeah.
Oh, so sure, may tagahawak ko ng palette.
I got that from Pong Nung. Pong Nung, if you're watching also. My
The
friend.
assistant holds the palette for you.
Kasi
Bongga!
no, sometimes kasi that, most of the time table's low. Then if I put that, I would parang turn my body pa, di ba? So seconds din yun. So parang if he holds my...
To be faster, to be more efficient, get yourselves an assistant who will hold your palette for you.
So I'm just using a light neutral color on top of the paint pot. Kasi you can do that straight from the... I'm sorry, directly to the paint pot.
Shall we show like what you're using? So we're using Natasha Denona.
Yeah, the Viva palette.
The Viva palette. So I'm only using Natasha Denona when Owen's doing my makeup because I can't afford it. I have a tiny one, but
it's a
that's
good
all.
investment. It's very nice kasi.
But they're super expensive. I'm not sure like who can afford it unless like you're a professional makeup artist, like a big time celebrity makeup artist like Owen.
Oh, you can buy it. Maybe just save and then don't buy a lot of cheap ones. Just invest in a really good one and then it will be worth
True.
it.
Also, like if you're really into makeup,
Yeah.
but like but if you are a professional, it is a good investment. So, okay, proceed to do my eye makeup.
So just a veil of color, just a wash of color. Yes, naalala ko yan. Favorite mo term yan eh.
What wash of color?
Yeah. Soft wash.
Yes.
Naalala ko yan.
Oh my gosh, I think I still say that, like in my vlogs.
So I'm just going to create a wash of color, starting sa lower eyelid with a pencil brush. It's a warm brown.
So Owen, can you tell us like?
Chin lang.
I keep saying that you're a celebrity makeup artist. Baka you want to tell my subscribers like which celebrities you do makeup for?
Right now, I'm very busy working with my Maya Chata, if you know her, from PBB House. Love team niya si Edward. So together, they're known as Mayward.
Yes.
We just finished the concert. So we've been doing the promo also for that. We were so busy. And aside from my Maya, I also work a lot with Maha Salvador. And then recently, I also started working with Janela Salvador, the Salvador girls.
She's a sister.
Parang they're related, pero medyo far.
And then in the past,
In the past, I
you
used to work with Yang Constantino.
yeah, a lot. No, there was a time that
But even before Yang, people do not know, I actually started working for Vice Ganda. So I'm just putting the eyeshadow all over the lids, except the brow one. So you can do that. Pero just concentrating just a crease.
crease only no, because I don't feel you like putting it on the parang center, on the actual eyelid. So
Yeah, because I
crease
wanna-
lang for now, right?
Yeah.
So what brush are you using? Is this a blending brush?
This is a 217 from MAC, yeah. Still
I love
my
how like
favorite.
Owen like
Marami
still
pa rin
uses
eh.
like the things that we used to love using before. Ako kasi like I super moved on. Like I hardly use anything that I used to use. Like sad to say, I don't really have my loyalty to makeup doesn't last that long. No, but now I'm being like very loyal to like my foundation, my concealer, my eyebrow products. Yun, I can't change those.
That's a good point to talk about. Kasi, di ba sometimes, even ako as a makeup artist, even after watching all those reviews,
Yeah.
or all those ganyan, sometimes you end up buying something that you don't really like.
Me all of the time, especially foundation. Like, I'm gonna hear all of the hype and everything, and it looks so good. And syempre, I want to talk about new things on my blog, so I'll buy. But then I'm like, no way. I'll just really go back to like my favorite one.
Pero again, para it's not naman sayang, you have to make it work, and you can make it work. I always
Yeah.
believe in that. Kasi
Yeah.
siguro, maybe because I have to do that, kasi I have to throw everything.
Yeah.
I have to make it work, so I would find ways. And I'm sure they can also do that. Because I think it's important that we educate people, di ba? That's especially when I was at the counter, I would tell them whatever products that they bought before, that they don't use anymore, I would actually introduce other ways on how they can use the products. And you can do the same thing for yourself. So if it's an eyeshadow that you bought, doesn't really work for you, you have to find ways to make it work. If you
Yes.
don't plan to selling it, or giving it away, or throwing it. So at least find something that will make it work for you. Next, a deeper color lang, deeper warm brown color again from the same palette.
Yeah, I'm so social. I have Natasha Denona on my eyes for this party.
So just right at the outer corner of the eye, just to deepen this area. When you do that, I guess you also elongate the eye and then just add more definition. But not all the way through, otherwise magiging harsh na or sharp yung expression. But you can do that if you like that.
I'm sure like some of our friends will be watching this, so like I want to give a special shout out as well to like every No, I want to give a shout out to our ex-MAC colleagues.
Yes, everyone. Sana magkita-kita naman tayo one of these days, if that's possible.
Yeah, we're always planning like a reunion, but it never like.
Pero the
happens.
thing is, because you don't live here anymore.
Yeah, some of us, a few of us don't live here anymore, so it's hard. No, but even if we don't live here anymore, even you guys can't get it together.
Yeah.
So, hi guys, Mikey. Hello, Ate Mikey. Miss you. Who else?
Sila Sally.
Lynn.
Yeah, Lynn. Jarwin.
Lynn is in Singapore also working there, so we see each other a few times. Jarwin has moved on. Trainer na din siya.
True.
Yes, who else?
Sino pa ba? Si Carlos. Did you mention Carlos?
Yes, hi Carlos. Of course, my amigas, Zeldy and Kang. Love you, miss you.
So we're just concentrating on the outer corner again through the crease. So parang you're creating that deeper crease line. And then just make sure that you blend everything well. And then, di ba pag nag-blend kayo ng dark shadow, sometimes it's scary because you feel like you're not blending it well. So you can just go back to your first brush with the first color. So you can just blend it further para mas soft yung inyong lines.
But you know, guys, like there's a reason why I love it when Owen does my makeup. I mean, ever since because I feel like his makeup skills are really elevated. I mean, even without the training that he received, he already has like natural talent. I mean, like he's like he really has natural talent, and he's really like an artist because like he's not just a makeup artist. He can also like paint, draw. He dresses up dolls, he transforms dolls, he can even make like miniature furniture. Talagang legitimate artist talaga siya. Parang, ano lang, all around, ano.
My latest venture is that I started baking.
Baking, and he cooks also. So parang anything artsy he can do. Yeah, but his makeup skills, talagang dati pa, talagang elevated siya. Parang ibang level siya. And like, parang pang international yung style.
Wow! Wow naman! Grabe, talaga, thank you.
International din kasi yung taste ko. Elevated din kasi ang taste ko. That's why I really like it when he does my makeup.
Kasi ako, self-taught.
Yeah, he's self-taught.
I just want to share that. I'm self-taught. And then, as early as I was 9 years old, I will not even say my age now, but you know. I started doing makeup na. I remember my sister graduated from prep. And then I did her makeup. Meron na siyang wing eyeliner. I remember that. Kasi during that time, kasi my mom is the only girl in the family, yung brothers niya from abroad would send her chocolates and makeup. Kasi yun yung favorite niya. So she also knew how to do makeup. So parang yung makeup niya, and then of course, she got old. So yeah, so the brothers of my mom would send her chocolates and makeup. And then she got older, parang she stopped putting on makeup na. And then I would use that makeup. During that time, di ko alam kung expired yun. I would use on paper. I would draw faces, yung pinaka-structure ng face ng babae sa paper. And then I would put makeup on. So it's like watercolor for me. And then I realized my sister was growing up, so she was my first victim. If you notice, I don't stop blending. Ako talaga may ligid talaga ako. Paulit-ulit, I go back.
And blend.
Until I get what I like. Pero, sorry, I just realized when you were making kwento about being not so creative and all. Kasi we were both trainers for Mac.
Yeah.
Pero because we were two different kind of trainers.
Yeah.
The reason why I left that position is because I wanted just to be a makeup artist. I just want to make that clear.
Yes.
Kasi yung job sa Mac, even though of course it's a makeup brand, it was very corporate.
Yeah.
I felt it was very corporate. Of course, it dealt about makeup, but it wasn't really parang giving me the liberty to practice my skills.
Yeah, that's
kasi
true.
as a trainer, kasi because it's corporate, as I said, you have to deal on numbers, diba? And then of course, how to use the products, how to sell the products. So parang feeling ko it wasn't really targeting what I really wanted to be, and that's to become a makeup artist. But of course, I still love the experience because it really taught me a lot in terms of how to use products, ganyan, how to look for specific ingredients. It kind of helped me also.
Of course. But you know, I'm really happy then for you because like, and because you followed talaga your gut, diba? Like imagine if you were scared to take that leap, like to go into freelance, you wouldn't be like where you are now.
Pero
right?
you know, it was sleepless nights before I made a decision.
No, I know because we were in constant communication.
Grabe that time.
Gagawin ko ba? I even remember like your letter, your resignation letter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
I showed it to you.
Yeah, so parang of course it was talaga not an easy decision, but I'm glad you made it.
Thank you. And again, I would always be grateful for the experience that I had with MAG. You know, MAG opened a lot of opportunities for me.
Yeah.
My first shoot for a magazine, it was Metro Weddings, was courtesy of MAG. And then that was the first time they sent me and never stopped. So I just wet my brush, my small paddle brush.
Yes, and now we're going in with a Pat McGrath eyeshadow.
I don't know.
So Pat McGrath is another super high-end makeup brand. I have a few of her products, like I have lipsticks, but like the eyeshadow palette that I own, I don't really know how to use it. So it's just like sitting in my makeup cabinet. Okay, so we'll pause first. We're gonna come back on camera when this look is more done. Okay, so we're done with my eye makeup. So malaking Kardashian siya, no? And then, so just give a recap of what you did.
We showed you earlier the eyeshadows that we used, and then I just put on that beautiful black winged liner on top of the lashes, and false lashes of course, and then we just generously applied mascara all over. Ganun lang, simple, diba? But so nice.
Yep, so we're gonna complete my makeup now. We'll do the brows and then some finishing touches.
Another favorite, I haven't gotten over it.
Yes, back in 2007 until... Oh, no, this one is a little bit... Because now it's pro long wear.
Yeah, it's not girl boy anymore.
Okay.
It's called the toasted blonde color.
Yeah.
Just to lighten the brows, para the expression is not too sharp. So we'll just comb through.
So guys, you know that I like my brows really in a particular way, but the only person that I will trust with my brows as well as my face is Owen, because I'm so particular about my brows.
Why?
Because feeling ko like pag naiba siya, nag-iiba na my whole face. Like, it really like makes or breaks my face. Like, my face really will change if the brow is done differently. Parang I'm just not used to it. So it's just, I don't like feeling strange. Just for your information, he just put like hairspray on his brush. Like literal hairspray. So hairspray is now going. So that's the tip pala. Kasi when I try to do this on my brows, laging bumababa. Like all the hairs immediately like fall down. So the trick is to put hairspray.
It works for me, but again, kasi some people they have thicker hair strands, so they can also resist hairspray. So maybe you can use the brow soap. Yeah.
Brow soap?
May ganun eh. May mga products available like that.
Oh, that will help to keep the brows in place.
Yeah, but so far this has been working for me, so I use it. But sometimes I also use the soap, brow soap.
Okay, so what's this?
This is it's a new brand in the Philippines called Absolute New York.
Oh,
this is their brow perfector. So basically, it's 2-in-1. They have like parang wax on the other side. They have a small brush. It's a tinted wax, so you can just maybe we can use
So
that.
it's good. You've been using this?
Yeah.
Yeah, because my subscribers are always asking me for more affordable options, but still good. So
Absolute New York is actually a good product because when they talked to me about parang conducting a small demo for them when they launched this, syempre I had to use the products before I would eventually say yes. Kasi syempre why would I endorse something that I don't believe in?
Of course,
Effective endorser. So once I started, kasi ako whenever I have to use products, I would really wear them on my face. Although I don't wear makeup, but when I'm at home, kahit with other people around me, I would really put foundation, use the eyeshadow palettes, everything, and then I would para let it stay on, if not the entire day, at least maybe 3 hours before I wash it off.
Yeah.
Just to really see
Test
how
the
it performs.
longevity and
Yeah.
everything.
So when I started using the products of Absolute New York, I actually love the products kasi aside from they're quite innovative about the products that they have wide range of colors, textures. Like for the brows, it's not the only brow product that they have. They have other brow products. But I like this because it's very subtle. Kasi for brows now, mas subtle, mas okay, mas hindi gawa, I guess, mas okay. But of course, sometimes being the OC that you are, you can't help but, add more. But we try to parang keep it simple. It looks very natural for me. I'm not sure with you.
Yeah, and it's lighter. I always like lighter, like to give it a tint because it makes my face look softer.
So I hope you guys can hear us, but busy talaga. So I finished doing the brows. Now I'm going to clean. This is like I don't skip this process of putting on makeup. Parang I use lang whatever I left during the first application of foundation. So I just grab my beauty blender again, and then I just run through it. Kung ano yung gusto kong linisin. At the same time, you build another layer of coverage, and parang this way you clean yung mga nahawakan ng kamay mo, and then parang mas nagiging long wearing yung foundation kasi nga it's another layer. It's like a sandwich. We call it a sandwich cream. Even if I already applied powder kanina, I'm still putting another layer. That's because I put a very light layer of powder a while ago. You can do this process. It's hard if you already baked your face with a lot of powder. And then you do this, maybe that will really alter the texture of it. It will make it crack or creepy. And I like layering my foundation powder contour also. In that way na, parang whatever happens, even if you sweat, even how humid the weather is, you have your makeup on.
Yeah, and I do have an event to go to, so I need this to be like very long wearing, very long lasting because my event, it's only like 2 o'clock right now. My event is at 6:30 and it's gonna last until around 11. Okay, so now we are using what?
This is my ever reliable, everybody's favorite MAC Studio Fix powder foundation. I just want to build more light at the center of the face. So I'm choosing a lighter color. I think this is NW20. So at the same time, further setting my concealer, brightening this area, and then parang keeping it matte. Para not everywhere naman it's all dewy and then we don't look oily. So wherever I think I just need to secure my base, I do put it. Brighten and then balance the texture. So it's not all parang dewy and what do you call that? Parang it looks juicy everywhere. Parang. Okay, we're done. Charing. Blush. Cut. We'll do the blush now. Just put any blush you like.
Ganun na lang kadala. Can we show your very bongga blush palette? Are these all NARS?
Yes. So it's the Pro palette is customizable, diba? So you just can get the refills and then just put them together, the colors that you like.
What's again you're going to use on me?
I don't know the shade name, but I just see the color.
Fine.
That's how usually I do.
Describe na lang the color.
So perhaps we'll go towards the coral colors. The medyo nude yung color, but at the same time we still want to keep the warmth.
So can you tell us like how much average you spend on makeup, like monthly?
No, not naman monthly,
Okay,
but
like,
maybe I have a season. I think when September comes, that's when I buy most of the time my stuff. Kasi for holidays, I want to be more experimental. Especially, you know, you see a lot of shimmering and glittery
so like
eyeshadows.
in one shopping spree, how much would you spend? Okay, ganito na lang. What's the most you've spent? Like on
100,000 pesos.
Oh my God!
Yes.
This is already like down payment on a house.
No, I was surprised kasi di ba my credit card bill came. I was so surprised. So yeah, and then maybe you can do a little bit of pag-glow effect.
Yes, and we're using another Charlotte. Oh my God, I've always wanted one. Regalok mo naman ako. Can you please give me one? Can you please give me?
Sure. Wow. Sure. Yaman. That's the, ano ba yung Love Gasam? Meron lighter nito, pero I think mas gusto ko yung color nito. I'm not sure. Saka yung brush.
No.
Wala lang.
So Charlotte Tilbury is coming to Sephora in Singapore. So I feel that it will also come to Singapore, Sephora.ph.
Sana naman, kasi it's so hard to get Charlotte Tilbury's products outside Philippines.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, with this, I don't really want to highlight further kasi this is already okay for me, especially for pictures and light. But just, you know, just for the purpose of this demonstration.
So I hope you guys are like appreciating the transformation that you are witnessing.
Highlighting, of course, is a good way, you know, to give more life to your makeup. And especially the last few years, naging sikat, it's really a trend.
Yeah.
But you know, you have to be easy on it. I mean, sometimes you put so much, you look like a robot already. Parang you have this foiled or you have to be easy. It's really meant to enhance the skin, not to to alter the thing.
I used to be so into matte lips, but now I'm really into glossy lips because like I did a vlog once and my lips were glossy. I was like, "Whoa, it looks so good on camera. It looks so like big and juicy."
Remember some matte before also, you would really get the bright matte lipsticks. And every time you would always have different colors. Favorite mo yan. Okay, nude lipstick. This is the number 3 of KKW.
Oh yay!
Why?
I like KKW.
But I have a question for you pala, Erica. Parang, why did you get into vlogging?
Well, because I already explained also to my subscribers, like I don't have a hobby and I really love makeup, I love beauty, that's my thing, and I'm not doing anything, and parang I'm getting old and like my kids are older now, I have more time for myself, I have more time to like pursue a hobby, so parang it's time that I do something for myself that pleases me and makes me happy, and this is what I wanted to do because it kind of merges my like passion for beauty, for makeup and stuff, and then I'm comfortable talking in front of the camera, talking in front of audience, so it merges my interests, and I just wanted to do something like a project for myself naman because I have never done anything for myself.
But it's just
before
really...
I die, before I like shrivel up and die and have done nothing for myself to make me happy.
Because I'm laughing because it's not the best idea to ask someone you're doing lipstick on. Hindi ko natuloy eh. Okay, let's continue. Okay, Miggy. And lastly, let's put on a little bit of gloss by Madame Rihanna. But there's only
Fenty
one.
Glow. It's Gloss Bomb from, the shade is Fenty Glow.
And then you're done.
Yep, so we're gonna
Finally,
come back.
we're finished. I want to go home.
We'll come back when my hair is done and like when I'm dressed, okay?
Alright.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
So my fun Filipino word of the day is leche. Leche actually means milk. Okay, so in Filipino, like we have some desserts, special sweet desserts for desserts. So for example, like leche flan, that's a famous Filipino dessert, and it is a dessert mostly made of milk and eggs. But there's also a funny way you can use the word leche. Okay, it's when you're really annoyed. It's sort of like the equivalent of shit. Okay, so when you're like really annoyed, when something goes really, really bad, or you're really angry with someone, you can say leche.
Leche.
Leche. Okay, that's the fun Filipino word of the day, leche. And my shout out today goes to Miggy Carbonilla. He assisted actually doing my hair and makeup today. Thanks so much, Miggy. You guys should follow him. He assists Owen with all of his work, so he works on a lot of celebrities as well. Thanks, Miggy. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please like this video if you liked it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. I will see you next time. Thanks so much. Love you. Bye.